What's up, nerds? What's happening, everyone? Setting the mood in here. Oh, that's a little off, isn't it? Or we can look at goldfish. What's up, nerds? Oh, that's a big delay. Setting the mood in here. All right. It's fucking Friday. Woo! Booyakasha, peeps. Booyakasha. Booyakasha. Okay, I like that. Booyah! All right, we got the Maxx here. What's going down, everyone? Got some goldfish. This thing's pretty fucking cool. I got this thing for the room, but I thought I would try it out in the studio just for fun. Let me see here. There's one that's really fun that my wife really digs on. Where is it? I gotta show you this though. It's super cool. Here we go. Oh wait, no, not that one. That one's gay. This one. This one's really cool. Getting freaky with it. Bro, I am always freaky. I promise you that. I'm an oddball, man. That's why my wife likes me. Yeah, we hooked this up in our bedroom, and my wife and I have been like going to sleep with it, and it's really nice. Fucking relaxing as hell. All right, so getting into it today. How's everybody doing? We got the Bean is in the house. Gambit's here. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you guys. Big love to you and happy Friday. And I'm going to have to say cheers. There we go. I'm having a beer today while I'm doing the live stream. There we go. Well, my wife's been having some trouble sleeping and stuff, and relaxing after work. So I wanted to get something that was a little more, cheers everyone. I wanted to get something that was a little more ambient. You know, we don't watch TV in the bedroom. Oh, fuck, that's good. Love me the Foster's. It used to be called bitters, but they have to call it a premium ale now because of like weird brewing laws and shit like that. Whatever. So working on the Maxx today. We're going to be doing the details on his arms. Before I pull that other arm off though, I want to get some more masking tape for his knee. So let me grab that really quick. So we got 5 people in the chat right now, guys. Thank you so much for cruising in on this fine Friday. Hope everybody's having a fine Friday. Saw most of you over on Gambit's awesome live stream today, working on Invincible or whatever the fuck his name is. Some character I'm not familiar with because I haven't been watching the show. So I just carefully put some masking tape on his knee because when the arms come off, they tend to I've scraped his knee a few times, so I'm leaving that there to protect it. And I want to do the same with his other leg, just in case I happen to scratch it somehow. Putting the arms on and off. So I'm going to get his head off of here and set the rest of it aside so that we can work on the arms. Oh. And I've got something else going on the printer right now, readying up for the next project. And I'm going to be doing something pretty fucking unusual. In fact, I'm going to take a peek at that really quick and see how my progress is going. It's my printing it on my M7 Maxx. Oh, those are looking great. I think. It's hard to tell. I might have to do something a little different. Hard to see. Hang on 1 second here. Looks like it might be printing a little warped. Unless that's the design. Let me pause it. No, go back. Pause. When you pause, it'll lift it up and you can take a look at it. Just have... bear with me, guys. I gotta look at Flash really quick. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're all right. I'll just have to do some sanding, I think. Or most definitely have to do some sanding. That turn the flashlight off? Yeah, okay. Put this badass back up here. Switch back around. Get this closed up. Those look like they're going to be done in about a half hour or so. And then I can move on to the next parts. But I'm going to kind of keep the project a little bit of a surprise. There we go. Omni-Man, thank you. If it's something I'm not very familiar, the name of it will skip me like pretty fast. So I apologize for that. It's not that I'm not paying attention to the project. I promise you I am. So we've got these arms. Let's see, get that down a little bit. There we go. And I tried a little test spot on the arm here with the black part. And what I'm using for that is my Army Painter speed paint marker. It's the Grim Black. And I'm really happy with the results I'm getting from it. So I'm going to keep going with that. Before I do that, I'm going to take this tape off of here because I don't need it anymore. Jerry, what's up? Welcome, everyone. Oh, nice. Dean's having a glass of red wine. I don't drink wine, man. That shit fucks my stomach up really bad. And it tastes like shit. That's probably the other part that I don't like about it. If I do drink a wine, I like a good Riesling sometimes, or a Chardonnay. I can deal with that. Not a red wine guy, though. It just fucks my stomach up really bad. So we meet again. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm getting much of a latency here when I switch cameras. What is that? Which camera is that? The fuck is that? Oh, what are you doing down there? Oh, one of my cameras isn't functioning. Let me try something here real quick. There. Properties. TC camera. Let's try this now. Insta360 link. Okay. This is strange. Is it not plugged in? Bear with me, guys. One of my cameras isn't working. I kind of need it to. There we go. Now he's coming to life. Hey, baby. This is cold. Acting so tough. Didn't know you had any to be hurt. And now it's dead again. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, now I think it's working. That was it. All right, cool. Hey, Jen, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Guys, thanks so much again for coming in today. I appreciate you all. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate it. So does my algorithm, YouTube's aggressive ass algorithm. And yeah, thank you guys. And of course, don't forget to check out some of our brothers and sisters out there on the YouTubes. Big shout out to Gambit Neo over at Gambit Neo, also on Instagram, yada yada. Shout out to Kenny over at Hobby Link International, the Bean 3D, the Pain Stream over on Instagram, One Grumpy Vet Creations. Big shout out and love to Jerry. Jody over at Trek Mods. Can't forget our good friend Jody, and everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers. And also a big shout out to Polymine Studios for this bitchin' model of an iconic comic book character for me when I was in my early 20s. Came out in 1993, published by Image Comics and written and drawn by Sam Keith. And then MTV did a miniseries on him in 1997, I think. Maybe 96, I don't remember. So I hope everybody's having an awesome Friday. A toast to all of you. I'm having a beer today. All right. And I hope I didn't forget anybody out there. Let me think. Shout out to Noel, Rocket, and Rocket over on Instagram. Dude's doing some amazing Star Wars stuff. Guy's a great painter in general. Shout out to Mark over at Chaos, or whatever. I forget. Chaos? Yeah, Bean's back. I know. Fucking missed the guy. Thought he checked out on us for a minute there. Swedish Forge. Yeah. Oh, big shout out to Swedish Forge. That's another one I need to write down. I have kind of a cheat sheet of a bunch of, like All of Us Friends and other channels that I like, that I kind of read off of if I forget people off the top of my head. Put these fucking dreaded things on. I need to get a new pair. I'm not feeling happy with these anymore. They're a little worn out. So starting back work up on this guy here. We'll get right into it. I've found that it does take a couple of go-overs. So I've been like doing kind of a big section of it and then going back over it one time. This part's a little tedious, but I've found that the pen, like this is a perfect application for the paint marker. I'm being very soft-handed with this marker. You really don't need to apply really any pressure at all. It dries pretty quick, so I'm able to go back over on the second layer pretty pretty quickly. Here's a question. I'm going to be smoking some ribs tonight for a barbecue slash potluck tomorrow at a friend's house. Can go play pool and eat barbecue and drink all day. But who would like to see how I prep and season my ribs? These are baby back pork ribs, St. Louis style. 2 racks of some big fatties. So I'm thinking I could live stream while I'm doing it. Gambit wants to see it. Gambit, you're going to be asleep. I mean, I'll take your vote as a yes. I could live stream it and just leave it listed, leave it public. I don't want to make a video. That's just too much work. I'd just rather live stream it. And then people can watch it whenever they want. No, like watching food porn. That it would be. Maybe I'll wear my assless chaps with my my cooking apron. Spice it up a little bit. Yeah, that's about right, Bean. I might have pushed a little too much paint out. Wipe that off a little bit. This is definitely going a lot faster with this marker instead of paintbrush. Let that dry for a minute before I move on. Almost done with the first arm. And let me catch up with the chat real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm doing something like really detailed like that. I kind of have to concentrate. You guys know how it goes. Let's see. Make a video. What the fuck? Nope. Gonna live stream it if I do it at all. I've got a couple of flies buzzing around here, and they're really pissing me off. Show yourself. Yeah, so I will be hungry again and still now barbecue. Yeah. I'm making tacos for dinner tonight, but I'm making carne asada tacos. but I got to do these ribs because they got to be. The party starts at 2 tomorrow, so I want to be able to sleep in and just get up and throw them in the oven, wrap them up in foil and throw them in the oven for like 3 or 4 hours. Um, Move your hand over a little off to the center. Okay, I'm out of focus. I'll try and pay attention to that. Sorry, Jerry. Thanks for pointing that out. And yes, I read the chat, fuckers. I literally put my shit down to read the chat just now. I know you're kidding. Give me a break. Shit, I forgot to bring my bottle of alcohol down here. Tell you what, this paint marker from Army Painters saving me a hell of a lot of time on these arms. This would have taken a lot longer if I was doing it with a brush. Okay, I think I'm caught up with the chat that I don't read. Get back into this here. All right, let me see. How's that angle working? Is that doing good? I could probably maybe focus in on it a little better. There we go. The edge of the frame painting, it was out of. Okay, thanks, Jerry. I appreciate when you guys tell me stuff like that, because then it makes me concentrate on being a little more mindful. Because sometimes I do get lost in the work and then forget to manage my angles and shit. Oh, motherfucker. Yep. With a strong step in my hand, said the child as he stood. No, probably not, Jerry. I mean, like, you're gonna end up cutting out, you know, what, 80% of the video anyways once you fully produce it. So the thing with these... Oh, hey, 76 Prince. I like it. Can't call you Rocket anymore now. I'll just call you 76. Unless you just want me to call you by your normal name. So the thing with these paint markers is these are speed paint markers. So you're not spitting out like thick paint, right? It's like it's almost like a contrast paint from Citadel. So if you want it to be more opaque, you need to kind of do 2 layers on it. So you'll see I'm doing like a section, letting it dry as I go move on to the next, and then like I'll go back and put another layer over it, and that gets it nice and dark. This is the first time I really used these markers, for an application like this or in general, and it's actually working out great for this, because if I had to manually brush all this on, like with a standard brush, this would fucking take forever. Like, I've already gotten all the way around this forearm. If I was hand brushing this, it would take forever. And it allows for you to get some pretty good detail. Yeah, I'm calling that one done. Right. Catch up with the chat here real quick. Forgot to hit record, blah, blah, blah. 76 Prince is in. All good, I answered anything. That's brave. You're on your phone and didn't realize you swapped accounts on your phone. Gotcha. Okay. Just seen a video where a guy used acrylic markers from Artex to paint his model. Turned out so good, and I was like, hot damn, my wife bought a whole set of those, and she doesn't use them. Fuck, I'd be snatching that shit up, Jerry. Yeah, score. Yeah, these Army Painter ones are pretty nice. This is really the first time I've used them. Originally, I got them to see how they would work on like eyes, eyeballs and shit. And they're definitely not for that kind of application. I could see doing like hair or something like this, where you can really get in there and but you have to think of it as like a contrast paint. I mean, they're really made for doing like miniatures and shit. But there's other applications where they work. Like if I wanted to do a wash on his face, which maybe we'll try out if I have something that'll work for that. I don't remember all the colors it came with, but if we're doing a wash on his face, like it'd probably work pretty good for that, or even teeth. So yeah, maybe we'll try them out a little more. Like I could see if they have the right color, I could do these feathers with them. But yeah, we'll play around with it. We'll get this forearm done here, and see what happens when we start painting the head. Only the silver was good. Yeah, Gambit doesn't like these. I'm okay with that. Gambit, I shouldn't say Gambit doesn't like him. He just didn't have a good experience with the set that he has, which is this same set. But so far, I have no complaints about it. I think it works. It's working out great for what I've needed it for. But maybe we'll test them out a little bit more today. So one thing I've noticed is like the inside where you're supposed to use to pump the 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 paint out gets paint dried in it, and then that paint ends up getting stuck to the that paint gets stuck to the tip in here. Sorry. Um, so this part, you're supposed to use this to like get the paint to pump out onto the felt tip, and you have to be really gentle with them too. But once the paint starts getting dried up in this thing, you gotta like clean that out so that it doesn't get stuck to the tip. I'm actually gonna spray some alcohol in that cap for a bit and let it soak, loosen up that paint that's all stuck up in there. Yeah, different experience. Gambit, you might have gotten some that were like sitting on a shelf for a long time or something. You used the black on the Talon tattoo. Yeah, see, I wish I would have had these when I did the tattoos on the Darth Talon commission I did. Um, I think that one was the one from CA 3D Studios, maybe. I forget entirely, but um, I actually vowed that I would never do another Darth Talon unless it was 1/4 scale. Um, and even then, the tattoos could be difficult, but I think with these markers, it might actually work pretty good. Definitely could be a bad one. Yeah, I mean, sometimes these products like sit on shelves forever before someone orders them. Shit. It's drying up, I think. Like now I've done one arm with these things, I need to make sure that the other side works. He's being a little bit of a pain right now. Come on, baby. Need my magnifiers again. One thing I'm noticing with these markers is like if you got to be really gentle with the tip on them. Like you definitely don't need to go heavy-handed with them. Come on, focus, baby. So my order from Scale 75 is supposed to finally arrive today after a week and a half since I ordered it. Probably won't be ordering from them again if I can help it. I don't have a big heart on for Orchisdermis anyways, so there's that. Oh, I remember who I was trying to mention earlier with the shout outs was Statue Forge. A big shout out to Statue Forge today. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, I know Jerry's been there along with Gambit for his first time yesterday. Bobby's a cool dude, and I like his channel. He's a good painter and a fun guy. So if you guys haven't heard of Statue Forge yet, please head on over to his YouTube after my live stream and give him a sub. Tell him who sent you and show him some love. Put some likes down on his videos. Catch up with the chat here. So 76 says it's brutal. I did back to back and then a mall. Oh yeah. I'd be done with them fucking characters too. The ones you have need to be shook up really well. Yep. Jerry says, I'm sure they were slammed because after I got mine, I seen everyone talking about it. Oh, everybody else was having troubles getting their paints delivered? I didn't know that. That's understandable, you know. I mean, if they're the only ones I can get that paint from, and like I said, it's not like I have a giant heart on for Orchisdermis or same paint. Like I have Vallejo's version of it anyways, so All good either way on that. Oh, everyone was talking about ordering it. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Gambit's still waiting for 4 weeks now. For Orcus Dermis or the one by Scale 75. I, for the life of me, can't remember that name. Oh, sorry guys, I'm off camera here. Come on, get into focus. Tribal blush. Yeah, that that's what I'm looking for. And Mateo says, "Hey Ron, try not to get any blood on the Marx's junk." Just kidding. It looks rad. Like I said, buddy, it's your model. I didn't really give a fuck where the blood went, you know. Like when he was cutting someone's neck open and blasting him away with a shotgun, the blood splatter in the sky that was coming at him was just suddenly like, whoa, whoa, don't hit his crotch, dude. He's sensitive about that. We can splash everywhere else, but not on his dick. Not the dick. This is a song that Belarus, Russia bans. Every time this song plays on my channel, fucking this video can't be seen in Belarus, Russia because of this song. And a bunch of other songs, but yeah. It's fucking stupid. Some sad people out there in Belarus. So I'm gonna play it loud. Fuck out of here. Finally fucking killed one of those goddamn flies. Jerry needs to run to the store. I'll be back in a little while. Right on, Jerry. I gotta run to Smart and Final tomorrow to pick up Hawaiian rolls and big old fucking tub of coleslaw. I was gonna make my own coleslaw for the sliders, but my coleslaw recipe is like gnarly. Didn't feel like doing it. 76 Prince, to answer your question, says, I'm not familiar with this character. What is it from? This is the Maxx, Maxx. He was drawn. It was a comic book that first debuted in about, I think it was 1992. I'm almost positive it was 92 or 93. Um, it was written and drawn by a guy named Sam Keith and published originally by Image Comics. And you're old enough. I don't know how much attention you paid to MTV back in the like mid 90s. MTV did a series called Oddities, and the Maxx appeared on Oddities. It's one of the rare fucking times where like a TV production animates a comic book and does it justice. It was really fucking good. They have the series available on. The series is available. It only appeared for one season, unfortunately. It didn't get renewed, which is a fucking crying shame. But this is Glenn Hansard. Rest in peace. Glenn Hansard just recently passed away from a motorcycle accident. He's one of my favorite musicians. But anyhow, the MTV miniseries appeared on Oddities. That was the same shit you would find Aeon Flux on, the cartoon Aeon Flux. But the Maxx was on there, and they did it really good justice. It's a great cartoon, and it's available on Amazon Prime. No, I'm obviously not sponsored by Amazon Prime, but yeah, you can pay for it and watch it there. My wife and I have Prime Video, and we still had to pay, I think it was $18 for the entire season. That's really, really good. The MTV series kind of gives it to you in a nutshell, but you really got to peel apart the comic books to really get into it. It was fucking amazing. Yeah, Aeon Flux is great. Oh no, Mateo, you're correct. That's Liquid Television was Aeon Flux. MTV's Oddities was a separate thing. Yeah, but Oddities was great. And yeah, the Maxx was on there. Fucking fantastic show. Really did the comic justice. But like I said, you're not going to get the full scope of the Maxx and who he is and everything without watching or reading the comic book. Which you can still find issues of the comic book, mostly on like eBay and shit like that. Specialized comic stores. But I was a huge fan. I mostly got into the Maxx when I was in my early 20s. So I walked into this place here in town that used to be called Ralph's Comic Book Corner. And Ralph and I were friends, you know, just because I've been buying comic books from him since I was a wee lad. And Ralph knew my shit. He knew what I liked to read. And at the time I was reading a lot of The Punisher and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff. He's like, Ron, you got to check this new comic out by Image. And I'd never heard of Sam Keith before or seen his artwork that I knew of. And I was just fucking floored. You know, and for the comic book, really delves heavily into the world of mental health issues and mental health crises and stuff, and homelessness and everything. The Maxx is actually, in reality, he's a homeless guy named Dave, living in a cardboard box at the end of an alley. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to spoil it too much for you. And then there's a girl named Julie, and she plays a role. In reality, her role is she's his social worker. She's always getting him out of jail and shit. But that's all I want to give you. I encourage you to go really go check it out. I think you'd really enjoy it. My wife and I sat down to it was Dan over at the Pain Stream who actually informed me that the series was available on Amazon Prime Video, and I bought the one season they did, and I was kind of scared that my wife wouldn't like it and she'd want me to turn it off. So we sat down to dinner and I put on a couple episodes, and she couldn't take her eyes off of it. She was pretty intrigued right from the start. I was like, see? It's not what you think. She's like, no, shit, she's like, shit, this is good. So now she's all excited to watch the rest of the season with me. Now this is looking really good. Quite happy with that. Okay. 76 Prince says, I don't read a lot these days. Attention span is shit. Listen to a lot of audiobooks. See if you can check it on audiobooks. There, if you go on YouTube, I know there's a few kind of like documentaries that talk about it and show a lot of clips and stuff like that. And you can find a ton of clips on it on YouTube. And if you know, if reading isn't your thing right now, if you don't want to dig up the comic books, and you know, you're talking about a comic book that's from almost 30 years old. Um, yeah, almost 30 years old. Jesus Christ. Um, just check it out on Amazon Prime or something, you know. Gambit says looks really good. I'm assuming you mean the arms, Gambit. They are done, by the way. So I'm coming over to grab the rest of the model. So all we have left to do on this guy is his head. There's Pain. What's going on, Dan? How you feeling, man? All right, so we're ready to glue these arms on, and I think the best way to do this is the safest way to do this is going to be to get this guy in a position where I can flip him upside down and carefully add the glue and get his arms inserted. Again, I have this tape on his legs here to avoid scratching anything when I'm putting the arms on because they're a little funky. And yes, there are gaps in the sculpt. And just so you guys know, I don't give a fuck. Painting the arms, like it just wasn't really logically possible to do any gap sealing and be able to paint everything. And to be fair, you know, the gaps that are in it are pretty negligible. I don't really care. I'm doing this for myself, and he's gonna go up on a shelf. And hey, that rhymed. I'm gonna be a famous rapper. Yeah, I can see him from here too, Jen. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I did not design the print, and logistically speaking, it would have been extremely difficult to paint, you know, all this shit. If I had glued everything together, it just wouldn't do right. And you know, obviously once I painted it and everything like that, I can't go back in and seal these gaps. I mean, it could, but I don't think it would work right. This just makes him look like an action figure. Haters gonna hate. Cash me outside, whatever. I'm not getting paid to give any fucks about the gaps. Cool, those are on. Oh. What's everyone's thought on sealing holes versus just the base to avoid the odor? What odor? I cure the inside and the outside of all my pieces, so I pretty much don't ever smell Oh, Payne, what's up with the black tarp? I just don't like the look of the garage door, so when I'm not feeling lazy, I put that up. Just so you're not looking at a fucking ugly ass garage door. It looks better on camera. 76 says sorry, Noel says I tend to do my bases FDM unless the base is crazy detailed. Right. Agreed. Same. I mean, I don't do my bases in FDM at all anymore. Yo, what's up with the black tarp in the garage? It's a black tarp, and it's not a garage, it's a studio. It's a studio. And it looks more studio-like. I kind of want to do the same thing behind me, too, but usually just turning the lights off in the garage, you can't see all the fucking storage shit. I just like my channel to look a certain way. I think it looks better when I put the tarp up than it does when I just have this ugly ass garage door next to me. I'd resin wired up a bunch of single LED, then jam the wires in there to cure it. Oh, that's one way to do it. I just use a pen light to get it in there as much as possible. I like wiring up a bunch of single LEDs, though. I've seen other people do that. Oh yeah, Dan. Yeah, I get it. It's I was doing it for a while, and then I got kind of lazy about putting it up before my live stream. But today I was like, I'm putting this shit up. Check this out, Dan. Oh wait, no. Can't see it too well right now because of that fucking blue light on. Spacey. Where is it? This one's cool. Let's get spacey, guys. Ooh. Maybe I broke my garage door again. Yeah. That's on my ceiling right now in the studio. I'll show you my favorite one is I got this thing for in our bedroom. My wife's been having trouble sleeping, and since I put this in the room at night, she's been crashing right out. This one's awesome right here. That's the one we usually have on in the bedroom. She said it knocks her right out. Or it did knock her right out. The loop is a little weird, but I fucking love it. So anyways, so that's fun. All right, I think he's done with acrobatics. Actually, I need to do it this way. So while we're waiting for this glue to dry, I just want to say thank you guys all super very much for coming in and hanging out on this fine fucking Friday. Having a beer, enjoying the company, and I want to give a big shout out to Gambit Neo, Kenny over at Hobby Link International, The Pain Stream, Dan over on Instagram, One Grumpy Vet Creations, what's up, Jerry? Jody over at Trek Mods, along with everybody else over at Hobby Time Modelers as well. Big shout out to Dean the Bean 3D, and of course our friend Brent over at Ground Affected. Give you a big shout out, anyways. And I got to give a huge shout out, of course, to Polymind Studios. Daniel over at Polymind just did an absolutely amazing job sculpting this Maxx. I am thoroughly enjoying my time with him and getting to paint him. Iconic comic book character for me back in the early 90s, and I was thrilled to see that they did a model of him, and I've just been having a blast painting him. We're getting down to the final stretch here. Gonna start working on his head here in just a minute. But yeah, big love and shout out to all you guys. I hope you're having an awesome Friday and everybody's going to have an awesome weekend. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I'm doing carne asada tacos for the wife and I. And then after that, I might live stream prepping and smoking some ribs that I got to do for this party tomorrow. Haven't decided yet, but I might do that. Most of you guys will probably be in bed by the time I get that going. All right, I'm gonna set him onto the base. He's glue ready here. Gonna hold that down really well. And guys, please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, whether you're watching now or later. And above anything, I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday, and I really appreciate you taking the time to come and hang out with me on this fine fucking Friday. And I love you guys. Thank you. No time to eat. Have to start painting something. All my prep has been on the egress. The egress is looking cool, dude. Gonna start doing Jim Woo and base while I'm working for tomorrow's supplies. Waiting for tomorrow's supplies. Awesome, dude. All right. The Maxx is on here. Now all we got to do is finish his head so we can crown his ass. But otherwise, everything is glued together. And we are at, I don't know, I guess I call the head like 10%. So we're at 90% completion on this. And now we can start working on his head. So I'm going to get this out of the way and get his head ready. And let's get to it. Oh, that was a good beer. Now I have to decide what the fuck I want to do with his face. Looking at some paint markers here to see if they put a purple in the set, and it doesn't look like they did. That's all right. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, thanks, Jen. It's Australian for beer, like. From my understanding, everybody in Australia fucking hates that shit. I guess it's not cool to drink Foster's. I guess they drink something called like Triple X or something like that. That's like everybody's favorite shit beer in Australia. They probably stopped liking it the second the United States started brewing it. That's my guess. Oh, you lived there for a while. That's cool. Never been to Australia. Like, if I was going to do anything in that region, I would go to, I'd go to New Zealand first. I really want to go to New Zealand. So I need like a light purple wash. Or, sorry, a dark purple wash. And that reminds me, I need to look at his eyes. I want to say his eyes are just white. Hobbit Land is cool. Yes, it is. The main reason why I want to visit New Zealand is for paleontological reasons, though. I just want to go there and be a fucking nerd for like 2 weeks. My buddy Mornay lives in New Zealand. He's an amateur paleontologist like myself. He's a little more well practiced. When I retire, Jen, I'm going to be doing some volunteer work and fossil preparation stuff with the La Brea tar pits. So there's that. But as far as volunteer digs and stuff, I would probably go to the Dakotas, South Carolina, you know. Lots lots of fossils out in the Carolinas, you know, Miocene epoch, you know, you got Columbian mammoths, all kinds of fun shit out there. Need to do a little test spot here. Nope, already don't like it. Okay. Dark blue it is. Trying to see what I want to do for this wash. And I think it's getting narrowed down to Drakenhof Nightshade. Company you work for is based in Australia. Hopefully they will send me there someday. Hell yeah. That would be dope. So this is just Drakenhof Nightshade mixed with a little bit of water to give it a nice blue wash. I want that blue in all these recesses. Recesses and along the hairline. There we go. I like that. Call that good. And let me look up. I need to look up pictures of him. I can't recall what his eye color was when he's in this form. Yeah, his eyes are just white. All right, deck tan it is. Yeah, Jen, you do have a lot of megalodon there. I was actually just showing Gambit my megalodon tooth that I have. Yes, it is real, not 3D printed. It's fucking huge. Yeah, I've got a 6-incher. The only bummer is that the top of the tooth is a reconstruction, but the rest of the tooth is genuine. The serrations are still there. Really nice tooth. Okay, so now I want to just dry brush some highlights along his head here really quick. Get that purple lifted back out. Before I do that, I want to change this radio station on Pandora here. Got to step away, right on. See when you get back down. We'll be here. Happy with that. Deck tan. Where's my deck tan at? Where's my deck tan? Jody! What's up, dude? How you doing, Jody? Happy Friday, man. Guys, the illustrious Jody LaForge, has joined the chat. Big shout out to Jody over at Trek Mods for everything Star Trek. If you want to fucking nerd out on some awesome Star Trek ships and cool Star Trek stuff, and you want to learn how to do lighting, precision cutting, and all kinds of other alien activities, fucking go check out Star Trek or Trek Mods. Star Trek. Go check out Star Trek at Trek Mods. Yeah, Jody LaForgery. Right. I said LaForge, huh? Yeah, LaForgery. Got it. My bad on that. But yeah, go over and show Jody some love over at Trek Mods. And of course, everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers. One of my favorite groups on YouTube. Love checking out their live streams. Lots of fun over there. Highly recommend. Cheap engineer. May the force be with you, Jody. Shut his butt. Let's let that dry brush soak for a few. Oh, gonna need my magnifiers again. Way more paint than I need.
Just let some things go.
So I'm just using a really watered down, well, thinned out deck tan now to start outlining the hair. Then I'll work my way into the teeth. Just to kind of start basing out the shape of the hair and everything. heavier on the deck tan. Damn it, you're out? All right, buddy. Have a good night's sleep, dude. Look forward to catching up with you over the weekend. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Glad to have you as always. Oh, hey, Jody, I forgot. Are you guys live streaming tonight? Over at Hobby Time Modelers? Hope so, because I'm going to be in the kitchen doing a bunch of shit, getting ready for a barbecue tomorrow. Give me something to watch. Oops, sorry, guys. Did Jody already leave?
I'm fearful of flying, and flying is fearful of me. And I covered my eyes when she told me the news,
Turning me on with my lightsaber cocksucking blues.
Stain on account of a crutch, and I'm aching from fucking too much. And I know what I do, and it all points to you. Did you sell me to Wanderlust? And I'm fearful of flying. And
Flying is fearful of me.
Covered my eyes when she told me the news, turning me on with my lightsaber cocksucking.
I want to like these guys more than I should, more than I do, but I can't. That's the only fucking good song they ever did, really, in my opinion. McCluskey. Got real quiet in the chat today. Everybody's just so mesmerized. Chicken pot pie. All right. What's everybody else having for dinner tonight? Jen got it started with chicken pot pie. I am making carne asada tacos for my Jen and I. So far, only one person's eating dinner tonight, or already ate dinner. Either that or everybody else already fell asleep. Oh God, I gotta get these fucking things off of my head for a minute. So Jen's having chicken pot pie. I'm making carne asada tacos for the wife and I. What's everybody else having for dinner? What did you guys have? Inquiring minds want to know. Everybody got shy. Yeah, way shy. Or they fell asleep. That's very possible. Everyone blew their wad on Gambit's live stream. Everybody got real shy. That's all right. People be busy. You can be shy all you want. Just please hit the like button while you're being shy. I appreciate it. Well, that's fucking annoying. Well, that song's over. Almost done with this base coat on the hair. And then we can get some dry brushing on it. Get these highlights done on the hair and then finish up the teeth. Really close to being done here. In fact, I have to say I'm gonna finish this today, I think. Yeah. Which would be nice. I'd get a good fresh start on Monday with a new project. Good times. Got the new project on the printer right now. So it'll be ready by Monday. I'm gonna try and get all the prep done Sunday, so you guys don't have to suffer through any of that. And then start painting it on Monday. It's not a huge model or anything, so it should go pretty quick as far as the prep goes. But should be able to get right into painting it, so that'll be cool. Cool. Good for that. Call it done on the base coat here. So what's up, everyone? Oh, we lost like half everybody. Only 5 people in the chat now. Well, I hope you 5 are having an amazing Friday. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Wrapping up the Maxx today. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of a wash I want to do on his hair. It's got deck tan, but I want it to have some gray down and below before I put the white highlights on. This is a little too gray. This is Apothecary White. Could work. Shake it like a Polaroid. Hey, Jerry's back. We missed you, buddy. It's getting kind of lonely in here, man. Everybody bounced. Oh, we got 9 people in the chat now, but not many chatting. That's all right. This could work, and then I've got the Space Wolves gray, which I think is like a blue gray. That might work even better for what I want to do. I want the wash to be a little lighter than Nuln Oil. I don't want it to be like black. Or like a dark gray. Jerry. Right. Oh, seriously. Getting kind of lonely and sad in here. Okay, Space Wolves gray. That's pretty dark. Let's try Griff Charger gray, whatever that is. Why should I care? Oh, I think that might be it. I think that's what I might be looking for. The last to get home. That's it. That's the one.
just like it. But I'm breathing, thinking heart is pounding, it's just suddenly for his girl. Ship is sailing in the west, flower that could be is fun. Keep going. Tree of antlers on his head, weary red split open eyes. I'm on a corner thinking about my bed. Ain't just stand still and signify. 1, 2, 3. Looks just like it. Looks just like it. Looks just like the sun. Looks just like it. Looks just like the sun. And it looks just like it. All I breathe, thinking one. Here we go. Red, the colors change, can't forget. Turning back, thought I knew someone. You gotta check out what I think it's time. Train got me still. Sorry, I was thinking got me still. It's obvious to everyone. Still it's obvious to everyone. It's just like it's honey. Looks just like it. Looks just like the sun. Looks just like it. Looks just like the sun. Coming after this. Looks just like it. Here we go. Looks just like the sun.
So just so you guys know what I did with the hair, basically base color with deck tan, right? Okay, and then gave it a wash with the apothecary white, which like basically is a really light gray. Um, and we're letting that dry now, and then I'm gonna use white to dry brush the highlights on the hair. Should look pretty sweet. If it does what I'm envisioning in my head here, which I think it will. And then we just got some feathers to paint and call this model done. I'm gonna highlight his teeth a little bit with the dry brush as well. But yeah, he's almost there. want to see if I can get just enough out of this fucking rattle can. If I get just enough out of this rattle can to give it a little clear coat real quick. Because the hair's a little too shiny. Yep. Cool. Just enough. It's like the bottom of the fucking can on that. Oh, my wife's gonna be home any minute. I'm gonna take this backdrop off of here. Oh man, it is cooking outside. Wonder how hot the surface of my garage door is that I'm sitting right next to. $108. 108. So yeah, that's fucking hot where I'm sitting. Not very pleasant. Okay, now I need some. Actually, don't want to use white. I'm going to use this bright ivory. Throw an egg on it. Yeah. It'd be cooking in here. So this is just bright ivory by Pro Acryl, and I'm going to be dry brushing the highlights on the hair with this. Touch it with your tongue. Come on, do some stupid man shit. It's tempting. The fuck? Have I never opened this? No, this is bright warm gray. I don't want that. I want ivory. There it is. There it is. Oh, old school Pink Floyd. Guys always do the stupidest shit. Yes, we do. Yeah, maybe, Jerry. Fuck that goat anyways. I love how on South Park they make her look she's a goat. Stevie Nicks fucking kills me, dude. Bah. Probably get a copyright notice from Zeppelin too. I did crank it. It's a good song. You know what turns me on most about like Fleetwood Mac and shit is Lindsey Buckingham's guitar playing. Fucker's just next level finger picker, man. Other than that, I don't really care for the vocals and stuff. Musically, I think they're fantastic. Oh, I think I hear my wife bumping. Yep. I can hear my wife's stereo bumping outside. Fuck, that's bright. Holy shit. Oh, that's too far. Hi, baby. Hi, I'm tired. Say hi up there. Nope, they can't see you. I'll go here. There's my tired girl. Just being camera shy. Give me kisses.
Tired.
All right, love you. I'm almost done. Probably like 15, 20 minutes or so. Bye. Holy shit, that's bright. Jen says hi. Got to see them on their last tour together when they were all together. That's cool. Jerry has a few of their songs on his phone. Nice, nice. Hey, don't get me wrong. I like them. Grew up listening to that, to their stuff, you know. Let's brighten these teeth up a little bit, get them closer to comic book appearance. I would do a panel liner in the lines between the. Oh, way ahead of you, buddy. I'm actually thinking more of Nuln Oil though, because panel liner will bleed into the flatter paints and darken them. I mean, I guess I could just dry brush back over it again, but I was thinking Nuln Oil will be better on them for separating them. A little more, it's a little more forgiving. But yeah, you guys are spot on. I'll have to clean up that upper lip a little bit. But yeah, there's some detail in the teeth that would otherwise get missed if they didn't have like a darker wash on them. Totally agree with you guys though. Come on, one last little tiny bit of clear coat. Perfect. Just want to seal those teeth a little bit before I put the wash on them. Whoa! Fucking spit that bottle right out of there. So that's where the gallery, I'm just going to call it gallery. The gallery paint mixer would have been good. It would have held that bottle in there. That's mixed enough. So this is Purple Red by Gallery. I'm going to use that to kind of base out the feathers, followed by like a bright orange, just like a standard orange. And these feathers are pretty much the last part, and I'm going to call this guy done once we get there. Shouldn't take too long. So, what's everybody's plan for the weekend? What are you guys up to? I don't have, well, actually, I do have plans. I got a potluck barbecue I'm going to tomorrow over at my friend Jack's house. Pretty excited about that. He's got a really, really nice pool table, and our whole circle of friends all play pool. So we'll be playing pool and grubbing barbecue and drinking beer all day. Well, they'll be drinking beer all day. I'll have like maybe one or two. That's about it. Okay, maybe 3 or 4, 10. We'll see how it goes. See what happens. But yeah, what are you guys up to this weekend? Did the teeth with the wash. I was out with the dogs for a minute. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it didn't take much. Just a little bit of Nolan oil. Kept it simple. I'm just basing these feathers out. Then I'll do some highlights with some orange. Taking the father-in-law out for dinner for his birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday, father-in-law. Jen's grandma passed away a few years ago, and Jen's aunt kept the house and family members stay at it when they're there. Oh, that's cool. So we always make sure you clean when people are coming. Oh, that's cool. Right on, man. Yeah, you guys might have been in earlier when I was saying I got to start cooking for that barbecue tomorrow. I'm bringing my world famous pulled pork sliders. So I got to start smoking the ribs tonight. Two huge racks of St. Louis style pork ribs. So those will be in the smoker for about an hour. And then I vacuum seal them, and they'll go in the fridge till tomorrow morning. And then I pull them out, put them in the oven they go in the oven at 200 for about 4 hours. Finish them off, wrapped in foil. And pull them apart and make sliders out of them. Okay, one more feather for the base coat.
If you want to, enter your life. Show a part of your love they can give out. It will seem unfair if you make it their idea. Go back to the moment. Let them come to you.
All right. Base coat's done. Oh, shit. Once again, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, 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 really appreciate your time. Freaking love you guys. Old and new subscribers alike. You guys are amazing. And I hope you guys are all having a great Friday. Please check out some of our brothers and sisters out there. Right off the bat, I got to give a big shout out to Polymind Studios, who are the ones who sculpted this fine rendition of our friend the Maxx. Looking very sweet. Just about done with his head here, and then I'm gonna glue it on the body and call it done. So I appreciate you guys been sticking around and checking out the whole process. Been a super fun one to paint. But yeah, big shout out to Daniel and everybody over at Polymind Studios for cranking this amazing model out. Really cool. And, please don't forget to visit Gambit Neo. Big shout out to Kenny over at Hobby Link International. The Pain Stream on Instagram. One Grumpy Vet Creations. The Bean 3D. Jody over at Trek Mods. Along with everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers. We love you guys. And again, big shout out to Polymind Studios. Also, big shout out to Derek over at Sergeant Digital Designs. And if I forgot anyone, I apologize. I need to make a new cheat sheet with everybody's names on it so I don't forget anyone. Just know that I really appreciate you guys. Well, thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's almost there. Get this orange down for the feathers. I think we can call this one done. Paint's already kind of drying up here. Now I'm gonna have to re-drop that down. Get some orange dried up a bit on me. Hey, Swedish, you're still here, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, bud. Appreciate you, man. All right, without further ado, let's get some orange down. Looks okay. Jen, you don't like it? I'm just going by the reference photo. And in the comic books too, he always had orange feathers in his hair when he was in the outback. I forget what kind of bird or critter it was that he or his girlfriend pulled the feathers off from, but they're orange. So I did the red base to kind of have the red in the shadows, and then the orange is like the highlights. And now I'm gonna put some Nuln Oil in there to pull some depth out and give it some detail. All right, Jody, I will be watching you guys. I know you're teasing, Jen. You guys, when you're done, if you're not, or when we're done here, if you're not doing anything, please go check out Hobby Time Modelers. They'll be having their Friday night live stream. It's super fun. I try to catch it every Friday if I can. I'll be cooking tonight, but I definitely will be in the chat watching the show, as it were. So now I'm just hitting the hairline a little bit with some Nuln Oil just to add a little bit of shade to it. All right, let me get to the chat here real quick. Oh, not too far. I keep pissing and moaning about the paint on the stone part of the base. I'll do it, then hate it, then redo it. As of now, I'll just add that to make it stand out more. I usually, yeah. There you go, Jerry. Yeah, so Hobby Time Modelers will be live in 30 minutes. I think he is looking fucking fantastic. I'm super happy with that. Guess what time it is, everybody? Let's get some glue. Oh yeah, did you send those pics to me, Jerry? I want to check that out, man. Little bit of goop. Just getting some super glue down where it needs to go. And drum roll, please. Done. The Maxx is complete. Oh, wait. No, it's not. God damn it. It's not done yet. I got one last thing to do. Kind of important. One last thing. Well, he's at least all glued together. So that's a plus. Come off there. Gotta get some scissors out. Oh, whatever this is, it's fucking driving me crazy. Go. Nope. Of course I'm not done yet. This part's become kind of crucial to all my models now. Just kind of like my way of calling it good. Feel like I'm cutting out a hand turkey in like fucking third grade. Tongue sticking out, drooling on my desk while I'm doing it. Wait, did I just... No, I didn't fuck up. Okay. I was like, fuck me. There we go. That's good. Ah, motherfucker. There we go. Done. Now it is done. Officially complete. I'm quite happy with how he turned out. Super fun. Sent the pics of the stone part of the base. I'll be doing black wash on it here shortly. Rad. Yeah, I'll check those out as soon as I get back upstairs. Get all these brushes put away. On Instagram, okay. The Maxx is complete. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching me paint the Maxx. Big shout out to Polymine Studios. Thank you guys for cranking out such an awesome kit. Really been having a blast painting this guy. And thank you all for coming and hanging out. It's a super good time. Another fun, fairly quick model. Start picking up a little bit. Get ready for the next one. Perfect timing too. I love finishing a model on a Friday. Then like by Sunday I should have most of the shit. Oh wow, it looks like this print is done. Is it done? Should have most everything printed and complete. Yes, that section of the print is done. Very cool. So I'm working on a new print. I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing. I want it to be kind of a surprise for next week when we start. But there's the Maxx. Fucking stoked on him. He's totally going upstairs on the shelf. I have to move Daredevil and Elektra down here so I can check him out. But let's get this other print off here. Need some gloves because I got to get one more piece to print on this thing. So I want to get these off. These were printed in solid too. Yeah, they did come out a little bit warped, unfortunately. It's all right though. A lot of it'll sand out. So I'm using the ABS like Resin Pro 2 version for all my prints now. And I really like this stuff. Gambit actually turned me on to that. Like butter. But this is the only hint you guys get as to what I'm doing. If you could figure it out just off of this, I'd be fucking impressed. Since they're printed solid, I can pretty much just kind of agitate them like this, and that's going to clean them off pretty good. I usually spray them down with alcohol really good too. Set these up to dry. They printed really nice. Yeah, I'll spray them down with alcohol, and then I got a clean alcohol bath down there that I throw them into. Get those parts, get all those supports cured. All right, cool. Oh, it is fucking cooking in here now. Next. Yep. 100%. You guys like? I think he turned out pretty dope. I'm stoked. I gotta set up curing on this other part real quick like. Oh, how'd that get unplugged? Okay. I'm back. Now I'm putting all my paints away. Purple. Purple. I think that's the most purple I've ever used on a model before. Get this deck tan put away. Fuck me, it is cooking in here. All right, let me catch up with the chat here finally. Oh, not much going on. He's quite the looker. He's a handsome fella. Yeah, I wish I don't have my rotating Lazy Susan in here. Yeah, I am stoked on him. He's done. Time we got here. Oh fuck, it's almost 6 o'clock. I better get moving, guys. Thank you again for another fantastic journey watching me paint a fun little model here. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. You guys are amazing. Good times, good times. Swedish, big shout out to Swedish Forge out on YouTube. Gambit Neo, Kenny over at Hobby Link International, Jerry over at One Grumpy Vet Creations, The Pain Stream. What's up, Dan? Over on Instagram. Big shout out to The Bean 3D. Jody over at Trek Mods. And if you guys have a chance, Hobby Time Modelers is going to be going live here in about 5 minutes. So go check them out if you can. Should be a fun live stream, always on Friday. And of course, a big shout out to Polymind Studios for doing such an amazing job on this Maxx. Guys, I'm not sponsored by Polymind Studios. I pay my own money for a subscription to their Patreon. I highly recommend their Patreon. They've got some fantastic files out there. If you know, you know. But definitely go check out Polymind Studios. And that's about all I got to say about that. So thank you guys again for hanging out. I really appreciate you and your time. I'm honored to have you, and I love you guys. That being all said, happy Friday. Happy 3D printing, happy painting, and I will look forward to seeing you guys on Monday with a new project ready to go. So until then, I bid thee adieu. Toodles!